Sean Becker's the name, Thai Boxing's the game. Welcome to episode 7 of On The Ropes, a special episode because we have the El Matador himself, Stevie Irvine, in the podcast. How are we, Stephen?
I'm all good, mate. Cheers for having us on.
Oh, it is my absolute pleasure. I know the people are going to love this. They're going to love this episode. So how have you been anyway? Good?
Good, mate. Just relaxing, training. Not so much, but I'm training, but not like twice a day or anything like that, the way it would be usually. But I'll be getting back to doing a wee bit more double sessions and that soon. Hopefully got some news. So
Hopefully. So obviously you fought how long ago? Was it not that long ago?
Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago maybe.
Aye.
And obviously you won. It was a great fight. I was a bit angry though. They just cut you. You just won the fight and then they just disappeared.
I know.
No interview, no nothing.
I know, it's one of the ones. It was a tough fight, man. The wee guy was good.
He was solid, wasn't he?
Just wouldn't go down after the first knockdown. I was like, there was that wee delay. Usually when you see that wee delay after the body shot, you think that's it done. And he went down, his face all screwed up and all that. I was like, he's not going to get back up. And he get back up, mate, and he had one thing in his mind, it was to stay up. Yeah,
I don't know what they're feeding the ties there. But they're just standing and just getting bottled, man. It's crazy. Did you enjoy? You were on holiday, weren't you? Well, I was in Thailand, wasn't it?
I went with my missus after the fight. We went away to Koh Samui and Krabi for about 10 days or something. That was good.
How's that then? Going for obviously going for training in Thailand, and then obviously when you've got the win, you go and see the beauty of Thailand. I can imagine, man.
It's one extreme to another, mate, because you're in Bangkok and that's like a pure concrete jungle. You know what I mean? So you don't see much. You're just in the city all the time. You can't escape it. And then you're in a fight camp. You're training 6 hours a day. Yeah. So after you're done that for a month, do you know what I mean? At least, maybe more. You've done that for a month, cut weight and all that, and then the next day you're in Koh Samui. It's one extreme to another. It's crazy. Yeah, I've seen
photos of it and it does it looks so good, man. I'm choking to go to Thailand.
Aye, mate, you should try and get going.
Well, so I'm going to jump. I had a lot of Instagram questions for Stevie. Very, very, very popular. So I'm going to start off with just because I know for a fact that if we talk, I'll probably answer. I'll probably ask the questions in it. So might as well. Aiden Rankin is asked, anybody is keen on fighting?
Anybody I'm keen on fighting? For me, it's always been I just fight who's put in front of me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've never really been one for picking and choosing fights. I just kind of any good Thai name, anybody with a good name, and one Lumpini is whether it's foreign or any Thai. I'd like to fight. I want to fight the good people, but I don't know. There's nobody in particular. I'm going to go up slightly in weight. I'm going to fight at a catchweight for a while.
Oh really?
I feel like I'm cutting a wee bit too much weight sometimes. Just not getting that extra wee push, like wee spark in the fight. Do you know what I mean? I think it's losing.
Do you think that'll do it then?
I think that'll you'll see a bigger difference. Yeah. I think I'll have more, but I'll carry a wee bit more weight. I'll have more power in the fights. I think less weight cut. Yeah. So no, really, just anybody who wants it. Anybody who can fight at a catchweight. I'm thinking about I'm not sure yet. Maybe 130, something like that pounds, which is about 59 kilos. So
how does it? See, what's the difference between catchweight and what?
So a catchweight is somewhere in between, the actual division weight. Right. So for strawweight, for example, what I used to be is 125 pounds. But you'll see my last fights will say catchweight and it'll say 126 or 127 pounds. That's what my last couple of fights have been at, 127. Because
they don't do kilos in that, do they? It's pounds. It's all in America as well, and it's pounds.
Pounds.
What's kilos in here? I don't know why that is. Next one is, I'm going to say his name wrong. And I know it's his gym as well, Connor Colossum. I don't know if there's a gym called Colossum, I'm guessing there is. Aye. What's fighting in 4-ounce gloves like?
The question
everybody always asks. No.
It's not for the faint-hearted, mate.
No.
I tell you that, you do feel the difference.
Oh, really?
Because the wee gloves, even though they're only 4 kilo, but you think that wee bit feels padded, it doesn't it? It feels hard.
Oh, really?
When you touch it, it feels
like solid.
It's not quite like your knuckle, but it's
not
hard.
soft. It's not soft, mate. Soft, no.
So punching with them hurts, and like your hands hurt. A lot of people get injuries with them on. Yeah. So you come out with like sore knuckles and stuff, and a sore face.
Yeah. So like, is it sore? But is it like, can you feel it when you're punching like through? Like, see when the first time you put them on and you punched the bag, did you go,
that's gonna be hard?
This is gonna be hard, yeah.
Aye.
Oh really?
Aye. When you first start training with them on, especially like when we try and get spongier ones that are a bit better. Yeah. You couldn't hit pads with the one championship ones on.
The ones you wear in like the actual fight.
Yeah, you could. I don't think you could wear them. No, that every day. You could wear them for like 5-3s once a week maybe. But you need to watch what you're doing. So to put a wee bit more power in, you wear ones that are padded. It's still like MMA gloves where you can open your fingers and stuff. Yeah. But we'll wear more padded ones like that.
Ah, right.
But it still hurts. You need to punch proper. It makes it's quite a good thing because it makes you like punch real. Yeah. Because some people won't fully clench their fist up when they get big gloves on.
Or really, they'll just like.
Know what I mean?
Kind of just want them.
So like it forces you to like always have your fist clenched.
Right.
Know what I mean?
So like, yeah, that.
You need to be accurate as well.
Yeah, like that's what I was going to say. So like, see when you're punching, you have to like punch properly. Like, it has to be a real punch. Like.
Aye, you need to kind of aim for like this part of the face. See like the jaw, nose, and under the head. If you punch up here, mate, it's gonna hurt your hands. It's gonna hurt.
What's like clinching in that? Like in obviously the one championship, but it's not really. You don't really clinch.
It's just like clinching in the gym.
Yeah.
But because like you don't wear
gloves, and
so
that, yeah.
You get your fingers and all that. It's better clinching with them on, but in one Lumpini they let it go in more than I thought. But clinching. I actually expected my fights to be really hard in the clinch because I fought Thais. Yeah. But I feel like sometimes when I've clinched in the fights, I've just found a good position and kept kneeing and outscored. So
do you prefer going out gloves, or would you like? Do you prefer?
It's a bigger adrenaline rush.
Is it?
And that's what I like.
Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it more?
I like it. After it, it's scary before you go in. To the extent I don't even know if I would like be that nervous about fighting with big gloves on there.
My next question would be like, how do you think you cope with like going back to like a traditional 5 rounds?
I think
8 ounces.
I think it'll be a relief.
Really?
You know what I mean? But just for one, like I always want to fight. Fucking, I want to be matched. I want to be contracted, obviously. Yeah. On one. But before that, I'm looking into some other things.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to say too much now, but I'm looking into some other things in Thailand, no here, but I'm looking into some other things just before to try and tick off the list before you go, before I get contracted. Because now that I'm fighting at a catchweight and I'm kind of somewhere in between as well, I'm not really in as much of a rush. Yeah, it'd be nice to get the contract, my next fight or the fight after that or whatever it's going to take. But if I could tick some other things off the list, it'd be good, because once I'm contracted, I'm probably not going to fight anywhere else.
No, that's true.
It'll be less frequent. So while I can like keep fighting really actively, I think it makes sense to do that.
You try and go on some stuff that you've always wanted to do.
Aye, for sure.
But it's just a matter of time you get a contract anyway. Like,
aye, I think so. I think it'll just take like a decent level fight and maybe go in and get a knockout or something like that. Yeah.
Because they already know who you are. They've watched your fights, you know what I mean? They know.
Aye, I've not been in a boring fight yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like all the fights you've been in are phenomenal. Their first 2 fights at one championship were amazing.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? Well, you couldn't ask for a better debut than that.
Aye, two knockouts in a row, 2 second round knockouts.
Like you couldn't ask for a better start.
Nah.
Promotion than that. So Ross Tyre, my brother, shout out Ross by the way. He's asked, what gives you the ability to dig deep in tough fights and keep pushing through?
Just staying calm. Like, don't get too emotional. I know that's hard for some people, but for me it's not that hard. And listen to your corner. That's they're there to try and tell you what to do to get yourself out of certain situations. So if you've got a good team, you should listen to them. Do you know what I mean? I would say I've got the best team in the game. So
I would also say you've got the best team in the game.
I like having Nico in my corner as well sometimes, but also JP is Like, he's clever, mate. He can see everything, and he's so smart. Nico's good to have there because he knows how to help people. Anytime I knock people out or anything like that, or drop somebody, it's always him that calls the shot.
Is it?
He always says do this, and it always wobbles him. So I think he's just got a brain for hurting people. Yeah, seems to be his thing.
So how do you feel like your team, obviously JP, Nico, how do you feel like your team's like made you like to the day? You know what I mean? Like, obviously you've went for the gym in Scotland to now all three of went for the gym in Scotland to living it up in Thailand. That must be an amazing like feeling to have, because you've been there for the day one and you are at the peak. You aren't even at the peak yet.
It's mad. Like, even just like when it was like last summer when we were fighting, and like when we had our first couple of fights at one, and he was like, we fought in Bolton this year. They're like, that's just mad. Like,
crazy.
Fought in Bolton like
a couple
of months ago, and now we're here. It's insane.
It's like it must be like a surreal moment. You bet you've probably like joked about stuff like this, and it's like actually happened.
It's mad. But going for the different gyms, it was good. It was just a space for us to rack our brains, like, because we're gonna get that. We just felt like it was to go ourselves. It was just a more professional environment. It was just us bouncing off each other and trying to just make our game better. We just worked for a long time, just constantly. Even during lockdown, I had like 2 fights, but we were still in the gym. That's when I started to see the improvements, mate. Like, see just training through it, even though I didn't have fights coming up. That's when I got at my best. Yeah. Just if Nico had a fight, I was in trying to help him. Do you know what I mean?
So it was just teamwork.
It was just teamwork, mate.
Teamwork makes the dreams work. That's what they say.
Aye.
But no, it's amazing, man. So Josh Calgary, obviously you know Josh.
Aye.
Done some PTs and that with him. He said, "Is Josh Calgary the next Sanchez?"
I think he's a bit tall to be the next Sanchez.
I would also say Josh.
You're
too tall, boy.
No, he's never going to be able to move like Sanchez, but
I don't think so, brother. I don't think so, brother.
But I'm
potential.
It could be good. Yeah. He's got the right size and build to it, but
he's a big lanky man.
But the next Sanchez, I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't see that. So Jason McGregor, top 5 UK fighters currently.
Top 5 UK fighters currently.
And which UK fighters do you think deserve a call from one? That's a fucking good question, by the way.
Am I include myself in this?
Aye. Top 5 UK fighters, so we'll do that first. Top 5 UK fighters. We'll do it any weight.
I'm going to exclude myself. I'm going to do everybody else, right?
Okay.
Top 5. Nico. Past and present.
Aye, we'll do past and present.
Damon Trainer.
One
of my all-time favourites. Frank. Haggerty. Harrison. Harrison's done more. I'm going to say Harrison. Haggerty. Maybe not currently, but overall time,
yeah. 100%.
Definitely Harrison. Haggerty.
Josh Calgary.
I don't know what fifth. I'll go Dean James.
Right. Which UK fighters do you think deserve a call from one? That's a good question, man.
UK fighters?
Yeah. I think everybody deserves a call from one.
Well,
I mean, like, you need to have, like, there's levels to get in the game. Obviously, I think the amount of stuff you and Nico had to do before you got a call from one.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, you've done
run about the weights. I don't know. Also, you've got that boy, Alfie Pierce's gym, who's fighting in the final of the tournament. That man fight league.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Is it Jacob?
I don't know. I don't want to say aye just in case it's no.
I don't know. I can't remember his name. I'm sure it's Jacob. But he's he'll be the next. I think he'll win that tournament, so he'll be fighting on Marlon Pena. Oh no, I can't think who else, to be honest.
How do you think UK fighters would find going over and fighting on Marlon Pena? Like, adjusting to the style, because it's completely different. It's completely different, and there's a lot of like technical fighters here. I had to really change up my game
Do you know what I mean? So I had to completely change my style to fight on one.
Yeah.
But like for some people who's had the experience and all that, like sometimes that can go against you, all that experience, because you fought like with Thai styles where like your fists open and all that, and
and you're
like just try to play the game.
because you're so used to it as well.
It's with the wee gloves on, mate. It's like a different sport.
Yeah,
it's not even like it's not even like the same sport, mate. You move differently. You need to change how you fight completely.
Yeah.
So you need to force yourself to be a wee bit more aggressive, but try and not get hit
Try
as
not
much.
to get caught.
Aye. But I think it'd be hard for a lot of UK fighters. There probably is ones that I think would be alright, but not like there is, a lot of them are already on it. To be fair, like people who are fighting on one Lumpini, like George Jarvis and all that.
Yeah, true.
You've got people like that.
Nathan Bendon.
So there is a few still that are doing it, but I can't think of anybody else.
So was it hard? What was it like then? Did you expect it to be completely the way you thought it was? Like for going to one. So like obviously because you were so used to fighting the 5 rounds, did you like? How did you cope with that change? Because obviously that's a big change. It
was a big change, mate. I just went in and just worked on my boxing and worked on trying to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first fight, I actually went in and JP's like, don't even, like in the first round, he's like, just go out and it's your first fight here, so just go out and try and box. He's like, because that's what you need to get used to. You need to it's going to be, it might be a bit uncomfortable for you. He's like, but just go out and try and force yourself to do it.
Mm.
Obviously, I ended up trading back and forward with him, so it was quite a close first round. And he's like, right, no, do the same, but add in your kicks and all that. So like, I just get like spoke to all the way through it.
Yeah.
I get told what to do, and I just listened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you just listened.
Aye.
Listen to the coach.
I listen to the coach, mate, always.
And when you won championship as well, like Muay Thai in general is it's going up in sport as well. Like obviously you got like Sky Sports and that.
Mate, exactly. Like I think if more people watch it, they're going to go, this is better than MMA. This is better than like it's got to be. It's more anybody who does watch it that I know watches it. They go, I don't know why this isn't more popular.
Yeah, I think I speak about this in every podcast. I think like I genuinely don't understand like how people, it's free, like one like and on the Friday nights it's free, like, and nobody like I know watches it. See, when like I'm watching it on a Friday night and like one of my pals come in and they're like, are you watching it? I'm like, because it's the shit, mate. You go and watch your UFC, you'll go and watch boxing, but you'll no watch this. How can you not watch it?
It's crazy, mate. And it's mental, but it's so unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about this today with my dad. It's like, it's so unpredictable. You can't like in the UFC, all the champions always just school everybody, and they hold their belts for ages. I don't see if you sign all these different ties and all that. I don't see how anybody can hold onto their belt for any length of time, unless you're Nongo who held it for so long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, now that one Lumpini's about, I think you're going to see a lot of mix of results.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think if a few of them get signed, I think it's got the belts are going to change hands a lot more often, especially at the lower weights.
Do you think that's the way it should be though? Like, I think that's more entertaining. I think
it's
that's
definitely more entertaining. It's people like to have like an idol to look up to, but don't they?
Yeah.
So maybe like people will love your John Jones and all these kind of people. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they held the belt for so long, they were the champion for this long, but I don't see it being as possible for certain people. And
then see, like, obviously if you follow it, like if you become a fan of Muay Thai and you just start following it, it's all the other stuff as well. Like in Thailand and all, like I seen the Alfie and Rudy doing the what is it what called the Y Crew?
Y Crew.
I seen them doing that at like a time.
I can't remember exactly what it was. It was just after I left. But it was like people for the government or something like that.
Like, that's like that's like the what's the word for it? Is it
tradition?
Tradition. That's a tradition. Yeah. Like you learn more stuff into that, and
it's to fight, like when you do your Y Crew, you're meant to like be thinking about fighting your coaches for your fight camp and all that. That's the sort of thing you're meant to be thinking about when you do the Y Crew. Yeah,
it's like that's like you just got to listen to your coach. What's he saying? Like,
aye.
So one, their card as well, but like it's not even as if like see every fight. See in the UFC, see when you watch the UFC, sometimes the fights are good. Sometimes most of the time they're no. But like when you're watching like one on a Friday, every fight, it's like you don't know what can happen. I've seen plenty of fights where somebody's been getting absolutely dude, and in the last round they just boom,
One shot.
knock them out, boom,
One
it's
shot.
done. How is that not the most entertaining thing to watch? Like,
It happens all the time.
yeah,
It happens all the time. Sometimes people get knocked down and then literally get back up, run across the ring, and knock their opponent. I've seen that happen before.
I watched I mean, when we worked on about that left way.
Aye.
I watched some of it, man. It's nuts.
It's a bit mental, innit?
It's nuts.
Aye.
But yeah, like the sport's grown. You got the Sky Sports. I think when that starts, like, see when they start like interviewing people and people like the you guys, like
Aye.
the UK fighters.
Aye, when they start interviewing people, putting it up on the
Like
YouTube channels and all that.
Start getting following and that.
Aye, for sure.
Like for the likes of you, Nico, all like even JP as well. Like
Aye.
that would get a following because obviously everybody in Scotland
Aye. The
and England and like, you know what I mean? How famous is it as well? Because I don't think anybody realises like how famous is it in Thailand.
Aye, everybody knows what it is if you speak about it. Like when you go here and you go to a show, it's all like people's pals.
Yeah, like
they rely on the people who are fighting to sell the tickets. When you go to Lumpini, it's just people who are there to watch the fights.
Fans.
It's actual fans. It's not just somebody's pal for looking down the road. Do you know
somebody's
what I mean?
what a table.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you ever been recognised?
Have I been recognised? Aye, so a couple of times, like the day after my fight, I've got a swollen eye. They go, "Oh, you fought one Lumpini and all that." So,
that's class.
So sometimes that happens. Aye, that people take pictures with you and stuff.
No, that's class.
After I win at Lumpini, mate, see when you go outside, you're there for ages taking pictures.
Oh, really?
Aye, people just come out and they see you and they want a picture with you.
Oh, that's amazing, man. That must be banging. That must be
It's a good feeling, mate. Aye,
yeah.
For sure, man.
Stop me getting a photo. I could probably base this whole podcast on these Insta questions. Jenna could have probably done that.
Never ending.
Yeah, I just forgot that. I was answering them. I've done that a few times, man. People have like asked me questions. See, because like when I'm talking, sometimes I'll say and then I'll put my phone down and I'll just keep seeing the conversations and then I'll realise when it's done, I'll go, I didn't. I'll read one question or two questions and I'll be like a few questions and I'll miss them and then they'll mail me going, you didn't ask my question. So obviously there was another announcement. I actually got asked to announce it off MTB. It was Jack Kennedy versus Lee Mackay for the August show. What's your thoughts on that?
It's an interesting fight. It's interesting. I think, like, realistically, I think Jack will win. But Lee could prove you wrong. He's got a mad style that some people might just not be able to deal with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just got that pressure forward, constant. But Jack's really experienced. Do you know what I mean? He's been in there with some good people. He's won some big fights in his past, and then he got that good win against James McKenzie.
Yeah, that was actually that fight.
Won by KO, and I think Lee and James McKenzie would be a good fight.
Yeah.
So I think Jack will be a bit too experienced for him. I think he'll figure him out. But Lee's always got that puncher's chance.
Yeah. I was like kind of. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I was unexpected. Like, see, when I got sent it, I was like, because there's a lot of people. Well, I say a lot of people. A few people when I had like Flynn and that on, they were saying Lee is just like hadn't been fighting anybody good, and everybody was saying it. James McKenzie was calling him it. Flynn was calling him it. I'm pretty sure somebody else called him it. And then it's the Jack Kennedy fight.
Aye.
So
maybe he's just trying to shut everybody up.
That's what I was about to say.
What it should be doing.
Yeah, what it says. And that's the job done, know what I mean? Like,
so if he goes out and gets the win here, then you say, well done.
Exactly. Then you
deserve it because it's a reasonable fight. It's a fight that makes sense if you're going to be fighting for high level titles. So good on him for taking a harder fight.
It's ISKA title, isn't it?
The title. The one he's defending it, he already holds it.
Yeah, he's already got it, yeah. 67 maybe?
I think so.
Is it 67?
66, 67, something like that. A bit there.
Yeah, I was at Oranmore and doing some work with Leapfrog, interviewing some people, watching the fights, and did you manage to watch the David Sinclair fight?
No, mate,
it was good, man. It was really good. See, the fights at Oranmore were actual really good. The fights were really good, but see, like the venue,
crammed in it.
Don't rate the venue.
I've been before.
It's cool in that.
It's a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
See if you were like I said, everybody's pals coming, they watch them and that. It'd be a good atmosphere for somebody fighting. If you were fighting, it'd be good.
Not a good watch, but
to watch it. It's uncomfortable. It's too warm.
Well, I got down ringside and I stood for the first like 10 an hour and like 2 hours something. I was stood like 'cause I couldn't move. Like I couldn't get down there.
Shoulder to shoulder.
It's a nice venue, but it looks cool as fuck. Like because it's like an old church. But I like it. They were playing Thai music, and I swear it was remixed. I swear. I swear to God, there was a beat. It was like there was a beat. I'm telling you. Don't know if the DJ messed up, and there was like it was funny what one. But Jamie and Allison fought as well. Rona Walker, good fight.
Is that the one everybody was posting?
Yeah, she fought that Brazilian. Oh, she was so good.
Good fight.
So good, yeah. The last that she
who won that fight?
Rona. Yeah. The last she fought was heavy good. It was really good, man.
Sure.
I can't even remember her name as well. It was Brazilian, maybe. Let's fight for these guys. So, let's say this guy's name wrong. Saren Robertson is asked to scrunch your loo or fold it.
What's that?
To scrunch your loo, roll or fold it.
Scrunch it.
Scrunchers all the way, bro. We've got one for the man himself. We've got one from Damage Fight. But wow, we've actually got 2 questions for Damage Fight. Well, that's the first one, right? What style do you prefer? Fighting traditional, Thai, scoring, or one championship? 3x3. We kinda already talked about that.
Kinda already spoke about it. I would say fighting with wee gloves on I prefer.
Yeah.
It's more nerve wracking, but it's merry a thrill, do you know what I mean? So that's kind of what you do it for. It's the excitement in it.
And that's that.
I'm very excited when I'm fighting
in 4
rounds. It's a bit scarier, but
that's what you're there for, isn't it? Like. So his next question is, what do you think of Damage Fighter?
Damage Fighter was a good. I like the t-shirts and stuff. Yeah. T-shirts and the shorts. I don't know if they do any actual like equipment or anything.
No, they've got they do like shorts and t-shirts.
But obviously I'm not going to say too much because I'm sponsored by Infight Style.
Shout out Infight Style by the way. And shout out Damage.
They're really good.
Infight Style. I
use their stuff out there all the time.
Yeah.
They're really good with us. They do my shorts and stuff. Their shorts and that are really good. Their custom gear.
When Jamie fought, obviously in Thailand he was wearing your shorts.
Aye.
Is it Stevie Irvine on?
I seen that because they made me a couple of pairs.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had like 3 pairs or something and they were all kind of different. They had different bits on them. Yeah. So I gave JP a couple of them and I think he gave them to Jamie to use for his fight.
Lucky bastard. I'm not asking that question. So Zach McCann has asked, favourite fighter you've fought and why?
Favourite fighter I've fought?
Yeah.
I liked fighting Mario Alvarez. I liked the Mario Alvarez fight because I mastered the game plan well and I knew what he was coming with, do you know what I mean? And I feel like I just managed to take that away from him.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody do it the way I did it.
No.
Obviously you had boy from Knowsley's, I can't remember his Francesco Tiano. He fought Mario Alvarez. He's the only other person in the UK that's beat him.
Oh, is it really?
Everybody else in the UK's I've been stopped or beat on points off him. I've been beat up badly, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the only 2 people that's beat him is me and him. But he get cut and all that and it was a good fight. I feel like I ran away with it a wee bit.
Yeah.
When I fought Mario, so that's probably one of my highlights, was fighting Mario because how well I managed to tame him. He didn't get many shots off on me.
Yeah. So you had I got told this, by the way. So you had a very, very exciting junior career.
Aye, I had a big junior career, mate. I fought like maybe like I didn't fight for like world titles or anything like that the way a lot of people did, but I didn't really get a lot of title shots when I was younger. But I fought some good people. I had a few good rivalries when I was younger.
Oh really?
Aye. So I beat Evan Jays when I was younger. That's when he was like the next big thing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh really?
He was really good when he was at Irvine, and I fought him in Greenock, but nobody really knows about it.
Oh, didn't they?
Because it was in Greenock.
Do you
know what I mean? It wasn't like in a big show down south of it, and it was in Greenock, fucking Port Glasgow Town Hall. That's what it was.
Port Glasgow Town Hall.
You know what I mean? So that says enough. And I thought, do you know Luke Riley, MMA fighter, fights on Cage Warriors?
Yeah.
I fought him 3 times when I was younger.
Really?
He was like my biggest rivalry when I was a wee guy.
What?
I fought him first time, he beat us in like a mad tournament, I didn't know who he was. And then the second time we got a draw in Motherwell, and then I fought him in Liverpool and won. So we're like even.
Luke Riley, yeah.
He was a good Thai boxer,
Really?
trained by Darren O'Connor.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Is he? Have you ever thought about doing MMA?
I thought about it, but before one championship was a thing.
Yeah.
Because of the money.
That's
At one point I was like, I'm not going to make a lot of money for fighting Thai boxing, and then one championship came about, it changed my perspective, you know what I mean?
So, everybody wants to know this, including me. See, what were you doing when you got the call? The one.
What was I doing?
What were you doing when you found it?
I can't remember, you know.
No?
I can't remember.
Not memorable.
Nah, nothing memorable. I think it might have been a text.
Oh, really?
Because I think, like, he's like, right, we're trying to match you, whatever. So it was ongoing.
Yeah.
We're trying to match you, and then they say, right, we'll go to your match. It was just like, alright, sound, you're fighting this bit. Like, we had a date, and then we found out who we were fighting closer to the fight.
Right. So what's that like then, like going for that? Because obviously it's the biggest stage in the world. Going for MTB into one Lumpini.
What was that? Aye.
That's literally
Aye, my last fight before it was Mario Alvarez, before I fought there. It was mad. Because I've never fought in any of the stadiums in Thailand. I fought in Thailand when I was younger, but I'd never fought in any of the stadiums or anything like that. So even if fighting Lumpini, and plus it was one Lumpini, that was like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you just, the first thing you've got in your mind is going out and getting that bonus in it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you think about. Like, I can go and make myself some money
Good
here
few
as
quid
well.
here. Yeah.
So it's like a chase to, it becomes like a chase to change your life through fighting.
Through exactly what you didn't love, but that's why you do what you, that's why fighters do what they do, innit? Because that's why that's why I do what I do, but I just sit in I don't camera, I don't fight with anybody, but that's why you use WWE because it's enjoyable. You know
Exactly.
And it's exciting, you know, everybody likes to watch it. Well, not everybody likes to watch it, but most people. The Super Show in August 10th.
Aye.
Have you seen any of the fights for that? I know Jamie Allison, Joe Welsh, Joe Ryan. Eckham.
Aye, there's a few.
Joe Ryan started training at Sword Discipline, didn't he?
Aye, he was training with JP. Aye.
That's a
good place for him to go.
Yeah. To
try something different.
He's got a lot of good fighters in that gym, and
it's mad. Aye.
You, Nico,
Alif, Jiao Sui. Aye.
I was thinking of him. I was only going to what's his name.
Kunsuk, Xavi, Alfie Pierce. Then you've got all of that. There's loads of other Thais, like younger ones and stuff, who fight like Channel 7 and that regularly as well, who are really good. So there's some other good people in here like you don't hear about as much. That fight on mere stadium shows.
Yeah, and then
they're all high. They're all good level.
Yeah, that's that. So what's it like then going for like see the gym? The people in the gym obviously like they're all really experienced and they're all like phenomenally good.
Aye.
Like, does that like impact training at all? Obviously, you and Nico have been training with each other for years. It's
good because they're all about my size, so for me it's perfect. They're all like round about my weight, like a division below, division above, and for me it's just hundreds of different sparring partners.
Yeah.
I mean, so it works out perfect for me. But they're all like they've all got a different style as well. It's just good to have that variety of different fighters. I mean, so me and Nico might train, and Nico might be the best person for me to spar with because how good he is, what he's doing, and how big he is.
Yeah.
So,
he's a big boy, isn't he?
But it still gets repetitive, even though he's so good. He's still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing different. It's gonna stay the same most of the time. Obviously, we're both getting better, so there is new things that come into it. But sparring with Nico's hard. You need to go with your wits about you, but
yeah.
Even if it's like play sparring, it's just still like I actually prefer hard sparring with Nico. I prefer hard sparring with Nico than I do play sparring. For some reason, I can't play spar with him, so I actually prefer to go in a wee bit harder. Obviously, he's not hitting me full power because that would be a wee bit taking a liberty with it when because his size. So obviously, he's a good bit bigger than me, but I've been lucky to have somebody like Nico. But for a while, it was just me sparring with Nico most of the time. Like he was like my main sparring partner, so I didn't really have anybody else to try other stuff on. So I had to go in. I was kind of
prepared for Nico.
I was always just preparing for Nico, and I wasn't getting to try all my new stuff as much because he was just on tap it all the time if I was trying new stuff. But good to have him there as well. It's good to have him there as like competition, healthy competition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I'm trying to keep up with him on the hills, or do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I suppose it's good for him to have me as well. Do you know what I mean? Because
you're going at this as like a different country, obviously. I mean, it's completely different. Like you would like, because obviously Jamie's are there.
Aye, Jamie.
He knows some. Like, he'll know you and he'll know Nico and that. But like, he's still himself, isn't he? He was still a big. It's a big thing to do.
He's great. He takes it in his stride with Jamie, but man, he's always like just gonna win doing his own thing. Doesn't really bother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man. When he got no well, man. Like a couple of weeks ago.
A couple of times he's been no well.
Yeah. Wonder why. So I got I wanted to talk about the titles that you got, right? But I knew that I would have fucked them, so I got Joseph. Shout out Joseph. He told me them. Got them wrote down in my notes. So the STBA youngest ever.
I was, as far as I'm aware, I was the youngest. I don't know whether he's done it since, but I'm sure the person to get it before me was 17. I'm sure it was Jordan Calder.
Oh really?
Before me, I think he was 17, and when I won, I was 16.
Oh.
It was a good achievement. I done it in Clydebank in front of my home crowd, which was good as well.
Clydebank, man. Sanchez fought in Clydebank.
I fought Pack on.
That's mental. That's crazy.
I was there.
Were you really there, eh? That's crazy. The UKMF Celtic.
Celtic.
I don't think I've ever. I think the only titles I've ever seen is WBC. What's the IMO? I can actually see it. The WMO. Is there not an IMO as well?
I think so, but I don't really know much about them.
I didn't even know what an STBA was either until like, I was interviewing somebody.
Oh really?
I felt so bad, man.
It's been a bit for a while. STBA Scottish title fought boy for the grip house for it at like 53 kilos.
53 kilos.
53 kilos.
Damn. 53.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
I think that's like the smallest weight division.
I was going to say, is that a 50?
Sure, it was 53.
How old are you?
At the time?
Yeah.
16.
I'm trying to...
And then the UKMF Celtic, I fought J Council for.
J Council. And then obviously the WBC British. You just got a heavy edge from
I fought Dylan Buck for that.
Dylan Buck,
yeah, that was in like 2017 or something like that.
2017. So do you see all the titles? Have you still, like, see when you win a title, do you just keep it?
You don't hold the title. You keep the belt, but you don't keep the title.
No.
Like you lose it after a while. Like it goes vacant after a while if you don't defend it.
But then you've then saying that, but you've got people who are fighting people who have got titles and they're deciding who they're fighting.
Exactly.
I don't think it should be so like that.
The first three, I don't know if I hold. I don't know if I still hold the European either. I'm sure you get a year, and it's been over a year now since I won it. Don't know if I still hold that, but I won it.
You still got the belt spot, innit?
I still get the belts, aye.
Some achievement, no, innit? Like, do you have them like in the? Do you have them in Decolect, or do you just have?
They're
them
on the house. They used to be in the gym, but we renovated the gym. We changed it a bit, so I've got them in the house now.
This must be. Is that your motivation then? You look at belts. You just picture that picture that gold one.
Having the one championship belt would be nice.
Yeah.
or having like
it's the nicest looking one out of them all, I'll tell you that.
and having like a stadium title.
Oh, like the Thailand, like the...
Aye, so like one for me, what place I would always love to fight is Channel 7.
Mm.
If I was to do something before going on to win a belt or something, I'd like to win the Channel 7 belt.
Really?
I don't know if any foreigners ever done it.
No?
I'm not 100% sure, but I've never seen it.
Mm. Is that something you're interested in?
Aye, because it's always
Quite
like
good
it's always like Thai versus Thai, and it's all high level. Right now, I would say it's probably in Thailand. It's probably the biggest, most prestigious stadium in my opinion. Like for the fights I've seen.
Yeah. So that's your favourite stadium to go to then?
Aye, I like it.
Go over there.
It's dead really Thai style, with the gamblers and that.
Yeah. I know. I didn't even know like about the gambling and that. Like it was. Is it still big in Thailand? Like the gambling and that? Is it not as big as it used to be? It used to be
on certain shows. They have apps and that now.
Aye, true. Well,
I don't know if they're 100% legal.
Nah, probably not.
I don't think so. But like the gambling at the shows definitely isn't. But everybody doesn't need to get bothered by it. Do you know what I mean?
You ever had anybody like? Can't bet on one, can you? So say you ever had anybody bet on you?
I think there's an app you can bet on.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had anybody like come up to you and be like, "Oh, I've got a bet on you"?
Aye.
Aye.
The one I lost.
The
one I lost, they had a bet on me. The one fight I lost. But if they bet on me every fight, then they've probably made more money than they've lost.
Aye, exactly. And that fight, I thought you'd done enough. I was texting on the group chat
because I get dropped twice.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much coming back for that unless you get two back yourself and win another round.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was that was a war, but that fight.
Aye, I took a lesson for that. I was underprepared, mate.
Really?
I wasn't really sure what was happening until like it was 100% until like 5 weeks out. I'd put a bit of weight on. Mate, I got complacent. I was in a big winning streak and I got complacent. That's what it was. And I learned my lesson.
That's what like. It's just a lesson.
It's like,
just got to get up and.
It's a life of just learning lessons, mate.
Yeah. So,
the hard way.
Yeah, the hard way. So what advice do you give people who, when they like people struggle, I'm guessing, with losses, like when people get beat, sometimes like I've seen it before, like when people have had their first fight maybe and they've got beat, they just never come back. Or like, what advice do you give to people who are down, just get back up?
Grow a set, man.
Grow a set.
Grow a set. Get like, if you want it that badly, figure out what you done wrong, fix it, go again. It's the only advice I could give to people.
Yeah.
You either want to do it or you don't, and a loss shouldn't stop you from
achieving your goals. And you're in control as well.
Exactly. At least if you've lost your first fight, then you know what to expect. You've dealt with the nerves. You've dealt with everything you need to deal with. You've lost the weight. You've done everything professionally, and then you lose. Like you've done what most people won't do.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it again. Try and win the next one.
Yeah. Definitely, 100% agree with that, man. I actually got so I was already like kinda prepared for this because you remember I was supposed to interview you when I just started. Do you remember when then you became an uncle?
Aye, I remember that. So you were meant to interview me that night.
Yeah,
I remember.
And I've got like all the notes. I've got like all the like stuff I was going to ask you. And one of the things on it, which is actually quite a good question, is: do you think it's a possibility that we could see you and Nico on the same card, hopefully on one championship, maybe a wee UK card? That would be good.
I need to get signed first.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Nico's going to fight. He'll always be on the prime cards now. So if I get signed, then maybe we'd probably try and do it so that we're on it near the same time at least, because we like to be out and training together when we're there.
Yeah.
It's good for both of us to have somebody that we're close to. Obviously we have JP as well, but like for us in it together training, we've both got the same goal.
Yeah. It's like a motivation, isn't it? Like,
aye. We're both going through the same stuff. We're both cutting weight. We're both losing weight for fights and stuff like that.
Because you see when you're doing that stuff, people might feel like alone in that. Like, see when you're cutting weight and all that, and like you've not got anybody around you, it must be torture. I've never cut any weight or that, but I can imagine like seeing like fighters and that, like in the sauna and that, and they look like they wanted they're about to just stroll down dead, man.
See, it's not even just that. It's like it's the week of the fight as well. Like no carbs and all that, and you're just depressed. So it's good to have somebody there just going through the same thing as you. Hopefully we can. Like once I'm contracted, then we can hopefully get in the same show.
Yeah, would you? A UK card would be good though.
Don't see it. I know that. I don't know how soon it'll be. I don't know. I don't think it'll be this year.
Nah,
it's not big enough yet.
Where, but like, do you think one championship could sell at a stadium in the UK?
I don't know.
I think it depends what stadium it is.
See how it goes with the Sky Sports and all that. I think that should build it up. Do you know what I mean? 100%. And then they'll be able to fill out some stadiums. No, like I don't know if they'd be able to do like the Hydro or anything like that.
No.
But the day by shows in like say like their shows in Singapore and that, they're mobbed.
What about America as well? They've got obviously Haggerty and Super League.
That looked busy as well. The one where who fought? Was it Rod Tang fought? Rod Tang fought that Edgar Tabarez.
Yeah. And that was in America, wasn't it?
That was in America.
Yeah.
So that looked like a good show, do you know what I mean? Places like that, maybe like when they start out.
Yeah, like I could see it, yeah. But when the Sky Sports deal as well, it does so much because you could have like, imagine you go on your Sky and it's Sky Muay Thai, Sky Sports Muay Thai.
I know.
Just one, just like because you get like see when you go on the football and it's like just channel dedicated to football.
Aye.
Like, just have that for a Thai.
I know.
I'm guessing, hopefully, fingers crossed, that's the plan.
Aye, hopefully.
Obviously there'll be a pay-per-view, like when they was like what was Super Lek. When he fought that Japanese boy.
Aye, Takeru.
That was pay-per-view, I'm sure.
Aye, a lot of them are pay-per-view.
But at least it's no like 60 quid. The UFC's like 60 quid.
Is it?
Aye.
It's only 30 quid.
Something like that.
30 quid.
Like RW, and then you've got like RWS as well. It's like a score or something.
Aye. 30 quid's good, I would say, for like for the amount of fights you're getting, the level of fights you're getting. And there's like
the action.
5 of them.
Yeah.
There's like 5 big fights, Muay Thai, that are going to be so entertaining. And anybody who does start watching it, go, this is better than the UFC.
Yeah, I'd love to like react. I might start something like that. Just start dragging people off the street and just have them react to Muay Thai.
That's a good thing. TikTok.
Yeah. I actually see when I do my clips and that, I post them on Instagram, TikTok. I hate TikTok. I don't like it. See people that are on TikTok, head and hands, man. But like all of it, like when I started on the ropes, I had like no social, like because I started like obviously just for start in January, and I think I'm on like 7.7. I'm sitting right now at 7.8k views in the last 28 days on YouTube. I get more views on my YouTube than I do on my TikTok. Yeah, and I never thought. Like when I started it, I was like 7 episodes in, going to have Stevie Irvine sitting across from me.
If you're doing better on YouTube, then stick to what you're doing better in it.
Yeah.
If it's growing faster, then focus on it, innit?
Yeah.
Get it following up as much as possible.
And I've had help as well. I've had help on the way. I've had like had Damage help me out massively. Craig, Mission Nutrition, he helped me out massively, and then I had Joe Turner, Muay Thai Hub. Joe taught me quite a lot, man. Stuff that I didn't even like think of. You see, when I was like posting clips in it, you people will be able to see my growth. Like when you go down at the very bottom, you'll be able to see like. And then Joe told me about subtitles, and then Joe told me about like doing this with the camera, put the logo in there.
There's a thing, once you start, people will help you out. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. It's a Thai community, isn't it? So like,
they're all helpful, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like no other community. Like obviously you get like MMA community, and they all fucking batter each other.
They all hate each other.
They all hate each other. Otherwise, they just sell out fights, just start talking absolute trash about their maws and their misses, and they just don't care. And then you've got Thai, bloody Super Lek and Rod Tang absolutely elbowed the hell out of each other, and then best mates. The minute the bell ended.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And I think it's a sport. You wouldn't go down a Sunday and you're like, my pal's on that team, I'm not playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I know it's a bit different, you're fighting each other, but like it is a sport at the end of the day, you can be pals after it.
You don't need to, what is it Mike Tyson says? You don't need to, no, not everybody that, I fucked that again. That was a quote Mike Tyson says, and it's like, not everybody that wants to fight is your enemy. No, not everybody fights your enemy, and not everybody that you loves your friend.
Aye, something like that.
Something like that. I'm
Aye.
fucking raging at it.
I know what you're talking about.
I can hear his wee voice in my head tell me.
I can't remember it either, to be honest. But I know what you're talking about. I've seen the clip.
Yeah. Obviously, Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul. Got all these goofy ass fights that are going on, making absolute hundreds of millions. When there's real fights at the doorstep.
I know. People have been training all their life to.
Yeah. And they got that. I don't know if you're probably too high level for this, but you see that TikTok event the boxers had in the Normandy?
No.
Mate, these TikTokers, right? That Kaz Milligan, absolute bam. Fought. It was it had to get changed to an exhibition because the guy that he was fighting is like 50 or 40. He's like 40, and he's 40s, 50. He was 20 kilo heavier than the guy, and that's Kaz is like one of the pure Spice Boys.
Aye,
and he's like mid-20s, and he got dude after this old guy. Got dude after this old guy.
Mad. But listen, these people, right? They might not be good at fighting, and it's frustrating that we've done that all our lives, and we're not pulling in as much audience as what they are. Yeah. We're not getting as much money as what they are, but
they're still doing it.
They might be getting in boxing, making a wee bit of money in that, but they've worked hard to get their following. So
yeah, it's kind of earned,
they've done the right thing. You can't, like, if they're going to make money off it, they're going to make money. It's frustrating that it is, but
yeah,
well done to them.
And they're making like, it's no, and they're making good money.
They're making good money. Do you know what I mean? So fair enough.
But it was across the road from my house too, man. Like, it was literally in the Normandy.
Oh, was it?
Oh man, I watched it. I actually did watch it, and I just watched it because I knew the boxing would be shite, and it was funny to watch, man. It was quite funny to watch. It was like it was kind of like if somebody had went into a scheme and just like said, "Oh, do you want to fight this guy? This guy's talking about you. You want to fight him?" And they just said, "Aye," and then they just flung him in and just fought. That's actually what it was like. Like, aye. I think one of the boys said that one of the boys on the interview said, that he had 3,000 kickboxing fights. Bro's he's not had 3,000 kickboxing.
See, John O'Chipchase, he was arguing with like all these influencer boxers and all that. He was arguing with Ed Matthews on Instagram. Aye. try to get fight. Like, it'd be quite funny.
Aye.
John fighting Ed Matthews. Did you see how he fought bare knuckle the other week here? Last week, was it the weekend there? And knocked the guy out with a jab.
That's fucking...
He's had 2 bare knuckle fights now.
2 bare knuckle,
2 bare knuckle.
Mind when we had that when we were doing PTs, and I asked you if you would do bare knuckle. Mind, I asked you if you would have done bare knuckle, and that's when we started talking about left way.
Aye. JP messaged me when it was during lockdown. We were trying to get fights and all that. Well, we're still trying to get fights. And he phoned me, he was like, "Do you want to fight left way?" And I was like, aye, why no? I was going to do it because I was desperate. I wasn't going to do it, and then I watched it, and the standard on the show didn't look too good, so I was like, I'll probably be safe. I'll just like kick and try and not get punched.
And try not get heat butted.
Try and get heat butted. But I fell through anyway, I never done it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I never.
No.
To be honest. I ended up breaking my hands or something. Bad enough with wee gloves on.
Yeah. Going for 4 ounces to having I think you'd be alright.
Aye.
Probably. Did you watch the what's that called? The fucking do you ever watch that Bare Knuckle FC?
No, not really.
No, I've watched
I just see clips of it and stuff. I don't really watch it now.
It's a sport now. Well,
aye, it's legal.
It's legal, like,
it's not illegal.
Bare knuckle boxing. That's what it's like called.
Aye.
It's mental. Bare knuckle boxing. It's fair
BKFC.
Good, man. You always see them, but I only watch that Mike Penny. I like him, man. He's like some mad.
Mate, see, like the UFC boxing and that, I don't really follow it.
Do you know?
Nah,
I like the UFC, man. But I don't like the UFC for the fights. I like them because they're all characters. Like, aye. I've watched some of their fights, but I'll never stay up. I used to stay up till like 4 or 5 in the morning and that, and then I actually got a grip of myself and was like, we actually watching what you're doing to yourself. You're fucking waking up until like 6 in the morning just to watch these guys fight. You just wake up in the morning and watch it. Like,
no, I just never really bothered with it.
I stayed up for the Haggerty fights. Even Haggerty fought Lobo. I stayed up for that, and then I fell asleep. And then I fell asleep when it even started.
I was ringside.
They need to start doing the see the wee ring thing. They've done. They kind of do that, didn't they? See, like when obviously the UFC and the other like promotions that day, like the camera, and it's like all the fighters sitting. Never seen that.
No,
Like, see, like, so see if you're going to one, you and Nico, say you and Nico going to one championship,
aye,
right, and you're sitting ringside, and like when they're videoing that, and it's the camera, and it's like,
aye.
one championship.
Fighters.
Yeah.
I've seen that. They did do that on the Prime shows and stuff.
Oh really?
Aye.
That must be good.
Like if somebody's sitting ringside, they'll video.
Well, that is going to do us for episode 7. Stevie, thank you so much for having me on.
No bother.